pure fluke, I should say. They lodge folks as they can, in the order of their coming. Why are you laughing?
Because you amuse me with your flukes. As if they left anything to chance. But I suppose you've got to reassure yourself somehow.
I wonder now, don't you think we may have met each other at some time in our lives?
Never. I shouldn't have forgotten you.
Or perhaps we had friends in common. I wonder, do you know Du Bois Seymour's?
Not likely.
But everyone went to their parties.
What's their job?
Oh, they don't do anything, but they have a lovely house in the country, and hosts of people visit them.
I didn't. I was a post office clerk.
Yes. Of course, in that case. And you, Mr. Garson?
We've never met. I always lived in Rio.
Then you must be right. It's mere chance that has brought us together.
Mere chance? Mere chance? Then it's by chance this room is furnished as we see it. It's an accident that the sofa on the right is a livid green, and the one on the left's wine red. Mere chance? Well, just try to shift the sofas, and you'll see the difference quick enough. And that statue on the mantelpiece? Do you think it's there by accident? And what about the heat here? How about that? I tell you, they've thought it all out, down to the last detail. Nothing was left to chance. This room was all set for us.
But really, everything here's so hideous. All in angles, so uncomfortable. I always loathed angles.
And do you think I lived in the Second Empire drawing room?
So it was all fixed up beforehand?
Yes, and they put us together deliberately.
Then it's not mere chance that you precisely are sitting opposite me. But what can be the idea behind it?
Ask me another. I only know they're waiting.
I never could bear the idea of anyone's expecting something from me. It always made me want to do just the opposite.
Well, do it. Do it if you can, but don't even know what they expect.
It's outrageous. So something's coming to me from you too? Something nasty, I suppose. There are some faces that tell me everything at once. Yours don't convey anything.
Look here! Why are we together? You've given us quite enough hints. You may as well come out with it.
But I know nothing. Absolutely nothing about it. I'm as much in the dark as you are.
We've got to know.
If only each of us had the guts to tell.
Tell what?
Estelle,
Yes?
what have you done? I mean, why have they sent you here?
That's just it. I haven't a notion. Not the foggiest. In fact, I'm wondering if there hasn't been some ghastly mistake. Don't smile. Just think of the number of people who become absentees every day. There must be thousands and thousands, and probably they're sorted out by understrappers, you know what I mean. Stupid employees who don't know their job, so they're bound to make mistakes sometimes. Do stop smiling. Why don't you speak? If they made a mistake in my case, they may have done the same about you. And you too. Anyhow, isn't it better to think we've got here by mistake?
Is that all you have to tell me?
What else should I tell? I've nothing to hide. I lost my parents when I was a kid, and I had my young brother to bring me up. We were terribly poor, and when an old friend of my people asked me to marry him, I said yes. He was very well off and quite nice. My brother was a very delicate child and needed all sorts of attention, so really, that was the right thing for me to do. Don't you agree? My husband was old enough to be my father, but for 6 years we had a happy married life. Then 2 years ago I met the man I was fated to love. We knew it the moment we set eyes on each other. He asked me to run away with him, and I refused. Then I got pneumonia and it finished me. And that's the whole story. No doubt, by certain standards, I did wrong to sacrifice my youth to a man nearly 3 times my age. Do you think it could be called a sin?
Certainly not. And now, tell me, do you think it's a crime to stand by one's principles?
Of course not. Surely no one could blame a man for that.
Wait a bit. I ran a pacifist newspaper. Then war broke out. What was I to do? Everyone was watching me, wondering, will he dare? Well, I dared. I folded my arms and they shot me. Had I done anything wrong?
Wrong. On the contrary, you were...
A hero. And how about your wife, Mr. Carson?
That's simple. I'd rescued her from the gutter.
You see? You see?
Yes, I see. Look here. What's the point of play acting, trying to throw dust in each other's eyes? We're all tarred with the same brush.
How dare you?
Yes, we are criminals, murderers, all 3 of us. We're in hell, my pets. They never make mistakes, and people aren't damned for nothing.
Stop, for heaven's sake.
In hell! Damn souls, that's us, all 3.
Keep quiet. I forbid you to use such disgusting words.
A damn soul, that's you, my little plaster saint. And ditto our friend here, the noble pacifist. We've had our hour of pleasure, haven't we? There have been people who burned out their lives for our sakes, and we chuckled over it. So now we have to pay the reckoning.
Will you keep your mouth shut, damn it?
Well. Ah, I understand now. I know why they put us 3 together.
I advise you to think twice before you say anything more.
Wait, you'll see how simple it is. Childishly simple. Obviously, there aren't any physical torments. You agree, don't you? And yet we're in hell, and no one else will come here. We'll stay in this room together, the 3 of us, forever and ever. In short, there's someone absent here, the official torturer.
I noticed that.
It's obvious what they're after. An economy of manpower, or devil power if you prefer. The same idea as in the cafeteria where customers serve themselves.
Whatever do you mean?
I mean that each of us will act a torturer of the 2 others.
No. I shall never be your torturer. I wish neither of you any harm, and I have no concern with you. None at all. So the solution's easy enough. Each of us stays put in his or her corner and takes no notice of the others. You here, and I there. Like soldiers at our posts. Also, we mustn't speak. Not one word. That won't be difficult. Each of us has plenty of material for self-communings. I think I could stay 10,000 years with only my thoughts for company.
Have I got to keep silent too?
Yes, and that way we will work out our salvation. Looking into ourselves, never raising our heads. Agreed?
Agreed.
I agree.
Then, goodbye.
La 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 la.